r/askreddit. How do you socialize at a party where you only know the host and you're not too social? Walk up to someone that is not busy or in a deep conversation, introduce yourself, ask them their name and how they know the host. Then say something nice about how you know the host. Then ask them what is keeping them busy lately. Usually an interesting conversation follows. If not, just say nice meeting you and move on to the next person. You may think you need courage or social skills first, but in reality just doing it anyway will give you the courage you felt you lacked and the social skills will follow. Hang out by the kitchen. People will pee butt through for chit-chat and leave again to deliver the drinks to their friends. Nobody had to be super awkward avoiding chat, but those who are interested will end up staying and before you know it, kitchen party. My shy butt is usually wherever the host is and I'm like a counterpuncher, won't really say anything unless they start talking to me. Find the cat. Hey, what's up? Hey, you know Pac-Man. You know the original name for Pac-Man was Puck-Man. Not because he looks like a hockey puck. But it's Paku Paku. Means flap your mouth. But they thought people would scratch out the P and turn it into an F like Fudge Man. Look around and find someone who is also alone in the corner. At least you have something common to say like dude help me. I don't know anyone at this party. One easy way is to casually ask how they know the host, and then go from there. You could also compliment them on their shirt or hairstyle or anything else. Just mingle, man. Pet the dog the whole party. A good host will set up games like or beer pong or something so that people can break ice that way. Otherwise, walking up to a group that's talking and standing awkwardly until you can either jump into the conversation or walk away and try with another group. Eventually you might luck out and walk into one that introduces themselves to you and lets you join them. Say to everyone, I have free cocaine. Find the books. Look at them. If they have no books, leave. A good host would introduce you to a couple of people who you might have something in common with. One time when this happened to me, I just found a mid-sized group of people having a conversation about general stuff and kind of hung out at the edges listening, like, the group was big enough and they weren't talking about in-group stuff so that me just kind of sidling up wasn't distracting. I waited until the conversation reached a point where I had something meaningful to add to the conversation and I spoke up. Then I was in, and things just kind of continued from there with me speaking more. I didn't just barge in and hijack the conversation. I was listening long enough to get a feel for the conversation and knew what had been under discussion while also just being present so that I wasn't automatically an outsider. Once I did, people had time to see me and that I was part of the group, even if just a spectator at first. I couldn't tell you any of their names, but I remember having a good time hanging out with them. That's a tough one. You can navigate the room and try to find an interesting conversation to butt in on. Find a crowd wearing eyeglasses and talking aloud about anything, you're good to go. Walk in and start shouting about how cool you are. I'm the IEST dog here. Y'all doges ain't got nothing on me. Twirl around, look back and smack your butt. And if you're a lady, just go around trying to find a conversation you can join in. Or be helpful with the drinks. Start by identifying the means of production and work from within the party to seize the means. Listen to people, find the ones that seem you'd fit into, then wait till you relate. Hop in with big points then linger silently. They'll acknowledge you. Parties are easy. Jail's a lot harder, but same tactic. Source, bartender, befriender. Pro tip, you can walk up to a group and ask, what are we talking about? 9/10 times they'll fill you in and it won't be awkward. Just be confident. I have a tendency to pretend I'm someone more confident. I'll walk up to strangers and compliment something about them. Oh my god, your shoes are so cute. Where did you get them? People love compliments that are sincere and love talking about themselves. It gets the ball rolling. Find out the other person's interests and ask them questions about their pet subject. Don't be critical or dismissive of the hobbies, music, etc. that they're into. Think of some positive aspect you can agree on and use for small talk. E.g., I don't believe in ghosts myself, but I love the history of old buildings. Don't pitch your questions way above the average Joe's knowledge level, giving them a question they won't be able to answer. If you're feeling shy, just remember that other people there will be feeling the same as you. Help to put them at ease breaking the ice as you're in the same boat. Bring face paint and a bottle of something interesting to share. Usually a great icebreaker smiley face. Helps if you know how to face paint, but it's funnier if you don't cheeky smiley face. Introduce yourself to someone random and ask how they know the host, what brings them there, etc. It is not awkward to do this. What is more awkward is being the person who stands in a corner and never tries to socialize. Both of you guys know the host and I butume both of you guys like the host. Chances are embutive the other person isn't a jerk and you will get along. Leave. Ask them about their coat. Pull down your pants and poop on the floor. If your poo is large enough, they will marvel at the size and sucb to your dominance. You should arrive a bit early so you have introduced yourself to almost everyone. If you have introduced yourself, it's way easier to make small talk and the whole party will just be less awkward for you. I'd at least start with saying hecko and say my name and shake their hand to people. The faster you do that, the less awkward it feels. Then start by talking about how they know the host, and usually it spans some conversation about that. Then where are you from, what do you do, etc. Just keep talking about easy topics, the convo will be flowing for a while, then maybe you talk to the next person, etc. Take it easy on the booze, breath deep, prepare a few conversation starters, mingle a little bit, and don't plan to stay long. Then just see how it goes. The less pressure you put on yourself, the better you'll do. Start every conversation with asking about where they know the host from and you have your first icebreaker and conversation starter. Then go with the flow of the talk. People will tend to be more open when you remind them of something that unites you, which in that case is both being at the same party and both knowing the host. I don't. I start talking to a group the host is in, and when they walk away I just keep talking to the people in that group, and eventually you will find someone you have something in common, like movies or a sport. Find a generic topic and try to strike up a conversation about it. Stay away from politics or religion, and talk about a popular TV show, book, movie, video game or local going on in your area. Will it be the greatest conversation ever? No. However, it will be an easy and inoffensive way to introduce yourself to new people. Trust me, I've gone to parties where I try to be super interesting and show off, and it's backfired on me. Most people want to walk away, thinking that seemed like a nice enough person. Don't overthink it. Just be pleasant. Remember, this isn't a date. You're not trying to find a soulmate, or sell yourself as a possible companion. This isn't a plan to make yourself attractive. You just want to show you can be good company. You drink until everyone looms friendly. Make sounds with your mouth and direct it at people. Food, I always go for the food and drinks. People and I may not want to talk to one another, but we will do it if it lets us be closer to the food. Hang out near the snacks, talk about which snacks are good. Ask others how they know the host. Bring something like a guitar, party game, or cocaine, it depends on the scene you're in. Hi, I'm less than, insert your name here, greater than, how do you know the host? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe and smack that bell icon to stay up to date on our videos. See you next time.